Thank you.
Cody's here. We're ready to go. Welcome to the One Podcast to Adventure them All, episode number 196. Big 196.
Good
Inching
number.
closer and closer to Jake's weight. I'm the Beast Snow here, joined today by Jordi, Jake, a returning Cody, and the golden goose himself, Devin.
Do love golden geese.
Do love geese.
Love him. He's Mr. Popular, you know.
I'm far from popular. I can't think
Followed
of.
by Gigi Dolan on Twitter.
I can't think of 6 people that like me.
Well, you know what?
That's crazy.
Go Saints. We have a great episode for you guys today. Devin is back with the news. Hopefully we can finally, get it out there. Hopefully no dark wizardry will overtake us this time. We're going to hit the gym, Jake's Power Hour, see what he's been playing. See what we've all been playing. Hopefully we can hear what we've all been playing. If not, the dark wizards, please don't take us. Cody,
what kind of wizards?
The dark wizards.
Mm.
It's spooky season, Cody's back with us. He's gonna hopefully not get another hole in his tire by talking to us about Agatha. I would assume that's what the Shadow knows this week. Who knows? He must. I'm gonna tell you my the more movies that I've been watching for 31 for 31. Bunch of great movies I've never seen before, so I'll tell you about that. We're going to talk some wrestling. Bad Blood happened over the weekend. We're going to talk about that. NXT. Some, matches happened. Randy Orton versus Javion. Julia and Stephanie Vacour tag teamed it up. AEW on a Tuesday. I don't know. Jake will tell us with his mustache. And Jordi is going to tell us what we got wrong throughout the whole episode. He's going to set us straight. We'll see. But first, let's play Do You Know What TOPTERTA. I'm going to ask you guys this question. We're going to get to know each other a little bit better, have a little discussion, warm up, have a little bit of fun, when in these dreary times that we're living in. So the question for this week is, we're in spooky season. We're in the middle of it. The question for this week is, what is your favorite candy bar?
Easy.
Twix.
I know we probably have talked about this, but you know what? Tastes change.
No, Milky Way Midnight for me.
It's disgusting.
That is disgusting. Who likes dark chocolate?
Who likes Milky Way?
I like regular
Twix.
Milky Ways. Not a fan of dark chocolate Milky Ways.
Just a Twix.
Also Milky Way Midnight.
See?
Wow.
Connected, man.
Heath bars.
Even worse.
You say Heath
What?
bars?
That's a lie. You
Is that
are
lying.
lying.
Is that the toffee shit?
I love toffee, dude.
He is
Hell.
lying.
I'm not.
That's the mustache talking.
Mustache Jake is a whole different vibe.
Aged him 60 years.
I love Heath, man. I love toffee.
I can't take you serious with your face.
Got them whirlers in his pocket.
Oh, man.
Raw, no
face,
wrappers.
No, I like toffee.
That's your favorite, is Heath.
It's the first thing that came to my mind.
Come on.
Over like a zero, a whatchamacallit,
You can even
a Carmelo,
Do love Carmelos, dude.
a Reese cup,
A Rolo?
I didn't consider
a
Reese cup
Rolo.
candy
Rolo's hilarious.
I do love Rolos. I like Whoopers too.
Those are far from.
Disgusting.
Well, I guess I don't like Whoopers at all.
I
like the idea of a malted milk ball, but Whoopers don't do it.
They're just,
like-
they just
I
always
like
taste
Snickers.
old.
I'm not a fan of malt candy.
I like malt. I like malt.
I like a
Robin
malt
eggs
shake.
are better. Malt shakes are great.
I'm not-
Anyway, Twix.
Cadbury?
I do like a Cadbury cream egg. Mm.
I don't like those.
So we got Milky Way Midnight, Heath, and Twix.
Sounds like
Yeah, I
it.
think. I mean, I do like
Not even a
I like
What
Snickers.
you call it,
cream a
so-
lot too.
Three
Hey,
Musketeers.
hey.
Cream bar.
Cookies and cream Hershey's bars, like wow, that's it could be, depending on how I feel, that could be number one, but it's usually like Twix is just always good.
A Butterfinger.
But Butterfinger's good. Not my favorite, but it's good.
A Mr. Goodbar. A
I can
Crackle.
have a Mr. Good bar and a Crackle. Those are good when they're small.
Yeah.
My choice is Almond Joys.
I love
Okay.
Almond Joys as well.
Not bad. Yeah. Sometimes you just want that coconut.
Love coconut.
Just
I
need
like
those 2 nuts.
mounds.
Oh, actually, no. I completely spaced me. I have a favorite that's not Twix. It's a 100 grand bar.
Oh, those are great.
Those are the best.
I always forget about those.
Just-
That's a top tier candy bar.
Just slipped my mind.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
the best.
Y'all need to go to trick or treat or something.
Snow doesn't like caramel. He's a.
I like a Twix. I like the
Do you
right
like a 100
side.
grand bar? I bet you do like the right side.
I like a good Snickers, you know.
Snickers
I
good
like
too.
Snickers.
You like the nougat and nut.
I'm a big
Who,
nut
me?
guy.
I like filling the dishwasher. You know what can I say?
I like nut too. What kind of nut is that?
Trail mix.
Trail nut.
All right.
Depends on the nut. You know, I'm not a big peanut guy.
I'm not a big candy guy though. To be fair,
I'm not either, but
I don't eat candy very often.
I don't either. That's why we asked me if I got that shaker or the frosty earlier. Didn't get it.
That's not candy.
Not yet. Right, but I'm getting at sugar. I'm not a big sugar guy.
Yeah, I know.
we can tell by the way your body's shaped.
Yeah.
That's crazy, seeing as how my belly sticks out further
Yeah.
than my toes.
Okay,
Does not.
it's not a candy bar, but Twizzlers.
I love Twizzlers.
I hate Twizzlers.
Twizzlers are probably my favorite candy.
Pull and peel.
Normal Twizzlers? No. No.
The pull and peel ones.
No. No.
You guys like snow caps?
No.
Eh.
No.
Only at a
No.
movie theater.
I think
No.
it's the only place you can get them.
Those
Never.
coconut? No.
It's not coconut.
What? Oh, I'm thinking of Snowball.
Ooh.
I like sour straws.
I like sour
Okay.
straws, too.
Okay.
Nerds clusters.
I like, sucking on a sour straw.
You like
Nerds
doing
clusters are good. Sucking on a sour straw.
what? Ah, that's what I thought you said.
Nerds clusters are good. I can give Nerds clusters that. You know what's really we're getting a little off brand here, but an iced animal cracker, frosted
so
animal
good.
cracker,
So
Okay.
good.
those are good, like too good.
Chocolate wafers.
Chocolate covered peanuts. Or not peanuts.
Wafers like a Kit Kat,
No, like the
or you mean like the wafer wafers?
Yeah.
like
The
you
cookie.
buy in bulk at Kroger.
Yeah, those are good. I like the strawberry ones the best.
Strawberry ones,
I hit a whole package of chocolate ones. Zero sugar or whatever. All right. Okay. Happy Halloween, Devin. Please give us
Oh
the
my
news.
God, I almost forgot.
Say a prayer.
This is TOPTERTA News with lead anchor Devin Blair.
All right. I hope you're
Straight
ready
fire.
because Avatar The Last Airbender is getting an RPG from AAA studio Paramount Games and Saber Interactive.
Okay.
Saber makes Power Rangers. Or they did. Don't know if they still do. So I just happened to come across this, and now I've been seeing a lot of it because assuredly I looked it up afterwards. Gundam is getting a card game made by Bandai. They used to have a card game, and it looks pretty similar, but I don't know how the old one played. A beta set is going to release December 7th. Pre-orders for it are already sold out. Gameplay looked really similar to One Piece. You get a 10-card resource deck, like One Piece has a 10-card Dawn deck. They're both made by Bandai. So I think it is going to play pretty similar. But you can attach pilots to Gundams to get like boosts and stuff. It's really all the info I could get about it because there was no like gameplay yet, so I can't tell you too much. Cards look pretty good, you know. I will buy them. We'll play here one Friday, just once, and that's probably it. Anyway, good news. Ubisoft shareholders are considering taking the company private, assuredly to hide from backlash or whatever. I don't know. Speaking of that, it's all because of Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be getting a co-op mode. I cannot see it being anything other than what Ghost of Tsushima co-op mode was. Like just like waves of enemies. That's just all I could think of. I can't think of anything else.
Because they had the Assassin's Creed Unity where you could play with up to 4 people at the same time.
Yeah, but wasn't Unity was like different?
It was different, and it wasn't their best AC title, but I would imagine they would just have like a team up thing. Because I mean, both characters are going about things in a completely different style. So one of you can be off sneaking around doing ninja shit while the other one busts down the door samurai shit.
Yeah, I hope it's like Army of Two.
Yeah, have not played any of those in a minute.
Me neither, but they're fun.
Mm-hmm.
Assassin's Creed Mirage launches on Steam this month. Could not find a set date, but this month, October. This game I might get on. All right. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a sim. While We Wait is going to come out October 23rd. It's a diner management sim. All right, so you're managing a diner. Anybody heard of this and you know where I'm going?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The caveat is it takes place
While We Wait
While We Wait.
I see a While We Wait here that comes out on October 23rd.
Maybe that was it, I guess. But the caveat is that it takes place while the end of the world is going on outside your restaurant.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, like, you just got to keep the diner moving while the world is ending.
Yeah.
It'll be like watching a quarterback turn around and cry while someone goes flying into a touchdown.
Well, you fucking suck
Shout
ass,
out
man.
Alvin Kamara.
Dragon Ball Daima will be streamed on Netflix starting October 18th. So a week from the day you're listening to this podcast, because you listen to it on the day it drops. Or yeah, that's right. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero breaks a record for fighting games. Breaks a record for a fighting game's day one concurrent players with 91,005.
Damn.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people playing a fighting game.
Really? Tekken or Street Fighter didn't? Or, well, Mortal Kombat is whatever. But...
No. Tekken and Street Fighter held the record before.
Oh.
The new Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6 held the record until Sparking Zero broke it.
Okay.
Bandai says it's okay to lower the difficulty on Sparking Zero. But I'm here to tell you, get good. Because if you don't, you cannot do the secondary objectives and get the branching narratives. So while you can lower the difficulty, and it may make it easier, you won't get those secondary objectives.
See, I like when games
turns those off.
I like when games do shit like that because you don't need to play at like a higher difficulty or whatever, but you get rewarded if you do.
Yeah, you do. And to my in my experience, it doesn't change. So it'll give you like a different story, which is cool to see. But the prizes are not too much different. Like you can probably, for some, you can unlock another costume, stuff like that. But you can buy those in the shop in game with in-game currency. Like if you don't do those narratives, so you won't miss anything like character-wise if you don't do that. So it's not a big drop or a big prop or anything like that. It's just you unlock things quicker without having to pay Zinni. But now we'll get into it in the games. I'll talk about it a little more. 343 Industries is rebranding to Halo Studios.
Yeah, that's all.
And all future development is switching to the Unreal Engine. They dropped some. I don't know if it was leaks or not. They dropped some pictures, some side by sides of like Halo 3 in 2000 whatever, and then today in the Unreal Engine.
It's
Looking
real
good. Good looking stuff, yeah, for sure. Speaking of looking good, Disney's exploring ideas for Obi-Wan season 2, according to Ewan McGregor.
Ooh.
And they just don't know what to do yet, but they're exploring ideas. Which Obi-Wan was so good.
It was.
Like, probably still my favorite Star Wars property. It was so good, so good. That fight with
Need to see him versus Darth Maul.
Not Acolyte, not an Acolyte fan.
I didn't say it wasn't, just Obi-Wan was the best.
Fair.
Yeah, here's something we're all gonna hate. Hopefully. If you don't hate it, then you're part of the problem. Because EA says that AI is at the very core of their business.
Shocker.
With AI projects ranging from practical to very experimental.
Yeah.
Now, it didn't give details, but this is from, they had a shareholders meeting. So where EA or whatever company goes to people who like own their company
Yeah.
and tell them how they're going to make them money.
Right.
And it was like a 3-hour presentation pretty much on like AI is reports I read. Don't like that. The only good thing EA has done with AI, and the only good thing I can think of them doing with AI is creating the AI faces in college football. Those look good. As opposed to Madden, where they have the same pre-made faces that they've had since PS3. Just switch that over and like, let's use that in Madden, please. Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare are coming to Steam 14 years after their original launch.
Damn, I might actually play Undead Nightmares.
Yeah, you might. You might also never be able to play Little Big Planet 3 because Sony pulled it from the PS store, like literally finally, for good after years of server issues that were caused, and I quote, by hackers.
Darn.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, Tekken's Katsuhiro Arata tried and failed to get Colonel Sanders on the Tekken roster.
I saw that.
Yeah. KFC was like, no. And I bet you guys were really ready for some Switch 2 information. So Nintendo gave you some info on their new interactive alarm clock called Alarmo. All you have to do is just search it up, just Twitter, Alarmo, and you'll see all their videos. Interactive alarm clock. Now, call me crazy. Call me crazy. But I thought all alarm clocks used to be interactive.
Back in the day.
You had to get up and press them, turn them off.
Yeah.
I had an alarm clock up until like 7 years ago. I set it up across the room, so I had to get up and walk to shut it off.
Now he just wakes up to himself.
Yeah, I just wake up at 8 o'clock
The
every
Undertaker.
morning.
Just sit
Just
up.
awake.
It's time.
Yep. I mean, what else would you do, you know? Especially because Dragon Age Veilguard has 5 preset difficulties.
Oh,
Or you can create your own.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like sliders in a Madden game. It's tough or as easy as you want it.
I really hope this game is good.
I do too.
Yeah, you know what I hope is good? Domino's, because they're bringing back Fortnite's emergency pizza. I don't know how it ties into Fortnite, but any customer who spends over $8 on delivery earns an emergency pizza coupon for a free medium 2-topping pizza. Thanks for letting us know, Cody.
Yeah, asshole.
Didn't even tell us, brother.
Oh, all right. Awesome. Still love them. You know, that viral pizza, pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Crust could have been better.
Papa John's.
Well, it's supposed to be on a pan pizza. So.
Oh, yeah, I ordered it on Papa John's too. Because you work there, I'm going to save you the embarrassment, but Papa John's was better.
Embarrassing me, brother. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, Papa John's crust kind of just hits, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Prismatic Evolution is a special Pokemon set releasing in January featuring the Evolutions. Not a big Pokemon week, really nothing to say. This weekend, though, some regionals. Check them out on YouTube. Just YouTube Pokemon, go to their channel. Watch any stream you want. Go for some reason. VGC and TCG. And that's all I have. Thank you. Good night.
That's it.
That's it. Really?
You know, that's what Brittany says to me a lot of the time.
You know, I did see some Pokemon ZA leaks.
I saw that too. If we're talking about the same thing, and there is no way that's true, that's impossibly not true.
What is the leak saying?
Like, first off, it was like 36 or 62 new Mega Evolutions.
Oh no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we saw something different then.
It said like you're the supposed starter Pokemon.
The same as
Chespin, Fennec, and Froakie. You know.
Yeah, that's I read
And then
that
their
too.
final
From
stage
the
is
same
supposed to
post.
have Mega Evolution.
Mega Evolution. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm thinking maybe you didn't see the whole post.
Probably not.
There's like 6 different 4chan pictures.
Oh, 4chan.
Yeah, so it also said they were moving away from turn-based battles. So no more turn-based is what it said. So just like an open world, like I don't even know how you would do it. You would have to control the Pokemon like itself.
Like Pokemon tournament type shit?
Yeah, but then you'd have to get like rid of PP and stuff, and like the moves don't mean, you know.
We'll
Said a
find
lot
out.
of stuff. It said all the game actually takes place in current day, set a few years after the original X and Y. And at the end of the game, like it's the end of the world, Arceus comes down and he's like, all right, this world's over. I gotta send you to another one. On top of like the 60 new Mega Evolutions. Just not believable for me. If it happens, we'll see. You know. Pokemon Day in like 4 months, so we'll talk about it.
All right, that's the news.
That's all.
I
There's
got-
nothing. No
I got
other
one-
news.
I got
Never
One
had any
Piece.
other news all week.
All right, One
Um,
Piece news. Well, not news.
One
but
Piece had some good animation.
One Piece. One piece of news.
Garp, love
From
Garp.
me.
Great name.
I have a piece of news. October 18th. The Australian version of The Office is releasing on Prime.
Oh yes. Good day.
Yes.
So be excited and be ready for that.
Can't wait to not laugh.
Awesome. Yeah, can't wait to never watch it because it won't be funny.
Well, it's Devin's favorite style of show. It's a 8-episode show.
8 episodes of a sitcom.
Yep,
bro.
Oh, here we go.
And I'm sorry. Would you like an 8-episode sitcom?
Give me a free sample. Let me try it out before I buy it.
Yeah. Give me a free sample so I can't watch the rest of the sample for 4 years.
Give me some of that sweet and sour chicken.
When they
so
give
I
me
can taste
another
it.
free sample.
You want a free sample? Yeah,
For sure.
Man. Give me.
I just wanted to let Devin know about that because I'm sure he's excited for it.
It's time for Jake's Power Hour to see what he's been playing.
Well, boys, be sad to say, nothing new for me this week. I played a little bit of Sparking Zero, but not enough to. Not Sparking Zero. Sparking. What is that? What it's called?
That is what it's called.
Sparking Zero. I haven't played enough of it to like have an opinion on it yet.
I'm sure.
I'll be honest. This is primarily Jordi's fault. He got me all excited about Baldurs Gate 3 again. So,
I didn't do that. You're the one that was like, hey, they have mods.
anyways, my segment right now, Jordi, you can correct me later.
Too late. Already did.
So I started 4 different playthroughs. trying to find the class I wanted to play. Ended up picking a barbarian class. Made Grog from Legend of Vox Machina.
Of course.
We'll talk about that later. So yeah, I'm playing Baldurs Gate 3 and TCG Shop Simulator. They just added a customer review app, so you can see how good your shit's doing. So that's cool. Hoping I get some more Dragon Ball in next week, and I can talk about that next week. Real excited for Veilguard when it comes out, and yeah. Anybody else got anything new?
Oh, Devin does. We know he does.
What? The greatest game of the year so far?
Okay.
Bro, you ain't played nothing but Minecraft and simulators. I don't want to hear it. You can't. Don't
Not
speak.
true.
Just listen.
Not true.
Jordi will be on this tomorrow. We've been playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and it's like like beating nostalgia into your body with better graphics. Like it has all the like Keiji funness of the old Tenkaichi games, like Budokai Tenkaichi games. The menu is one of the best in-game menus I've ever had the pleasure of toying with. So like you go side to side to get to the different areas of the menu, and it's just Goku using instant transmission to get to those places. Like he'll go to like a Korin's Tower, Mr. Satan, Hercule's house, just like Bulma's house. He'll go see Zeno and Whis. It's just a beautiful thing. I need to put. I know I said in the chat, HDR on or off. I went with off. I do need to remember to try and flip HDR on and see what that's looking like. But right now, it's graphically beautiful. A lot of times, motion blur is like too much in like some games. Like it was too much in Stellar Blade. It was too much in Final Fantasy. Got to turn it down or off sometimes. There's too much in Madden for some reason. But like in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and like it just melds perfectly. Like they're moving fast, everything like it looks good. The only thing I can like, I know we've all seen like, oh man, Grade 8 Vegeta is hard, right? We've all seen that on Twitter. Like he's beating up everybody, and don't get me wrong, he does. He spams his mouth beam like immediately. He's not been the hardest fight, like by a long shot. Raditz has been my hardest fight so far as Goku.
Really?
Yeah, and I do like to point out, I said this earlier to Jordi work, the developers of the game before it came out said, like verbatim, all fighters are not created equal. If the character is stronger, the character is stronger. Like they'll have more health, all of that. So the first game I hopped in, I played Yamcha, and I did not know how to pick a CPU player to fight against yet. Yes, it doesn't like outright say it, but on the offline play screen, it'll say switch teams. That's how you do it. But I picked Yamcha and I fought Vegeta. Okay, I only won this fight, and I'm playing on normal difficulty. There are like 4 difficulty settings: easy, normal, hard, and super, whatever. Just playing on normal. Vegeta would have beaten me had he not been transforming and detransforming the whole match. I could not figure it out. I had no idea what I was doing. The in-game like instruction manual, like from the pause menu, not the best. I did end up winning, but it wasn't easy. The computer, at least on normal, dodges everything. They vanish or counter, like often. So you really have to catch them slipping, and like you have to use actual combos, or you're not going to win this fight. So if you do play, any of you, I recommend doing the training first, possibly doing training a couple times to learn the moves and try and at the very least, remember the defensive maneuvers. Because you need to be able to counter, you need to be able to vanish, and you need to be able to use perception. And you have to roll high on perception for some things. So have skill points If you have skill points in use perception, which on the new controls is triangle circle, you can deflect big key blasts like Kamehameha Wave, stuff like that. So you kind of have to be cognizant of your skill points on top of your key and energy. A lot of things go into like fights at the higher difficulties. Jumping into the story mode though, you get to play through a bunch of different character stories like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, like Black, stuff like that. And at the end, I'm guessing they all come together because it skips. I'm only doing Goku's right now, and it skips around a lot. Like you don't see a lot of the fights that happen, presumably because you're just Goku and nobody else. So, like, didn't do any Frieza fight, skipped right to Final Form Frieza. So that's kind of how that works. A lot of fights have two branching paths. Some won't tell you they're a branching path when you're in the fight. You have to go out and look at the storyboard menu to see there is a branching path, which will be like a green double arrow sign. And usually, if they don't tell you, it's because like the main objective is to survive the fight or like take a move or block a move. And so the secondary objective would be you have to kill the enemy to top this. So like one I still haven't been able to get is beating Raditz. So you have to do the normal objective, you just have to survive a certain amount of time against Raditz, which is easily and doable. And then it just goes on the normal story. But the way it's been, because I did Frieza's, I killed Frieza, and I also did it to Cell. I did it to Cell twice in two different story things, actually. And it just goes off to like, all right, well, Goku beat the enemy now, so don't have to worry about all that other shit that happened. Can't do that with Raditz. I just can't. Like, he just comes out and he bloody Sundays me, and just after him it strikes me and just walks me through the park until it's time for Piccolo to kill him. Other than that, I'm not too deep in story mode, so I can't tell you too much more. Grade 8 Vegeta is hard, so for sure. You can't rush attack the giant enemy, so don't try. You just have to spam your super on him, which is what I did, or your ultimate. I hit him with it once, and he just hit the ground, and I kept doing it. Other than that, though, the fights are not too hard, aside from that Raditz. Frieza was kind of hard. Once I got the hang of like actually knowing how to play the game, because I fought Frieza the same day I got the game. But today I'm a lot better. It did get much easier. You will learn as long as you're playing. Other than that, like, beautiful game. I love the menus. I love how there's customization. I love that you can buy with in-game currency, costumes and stuff if you don't want to wait for them. Like, I didn't even know Frost was in the game. Like, Frieza's descendant, cousin, brother. I don't know what Frost is. I don't remember. He's in the game. I'm hoping Vegeta's. I think it's Vegeta's brother. Does anybody know who I'm talking about? I cannot remember his name. Jordy's gonna have to look it up because I'm gonna say something wrong, and I'm gonna say it's like tomato.
Turles?
No, it's a little guy. He's a little guy. He's married to like a weird little blob thing. He has a movie. I don't know if he's in the game. I hope he is though, because he was in Raging Blast, and I like him. And characters also have different classes. I didn't know that. Like, saw nothing about that leading up to the game. But like, then the only one I know is like strength class, which like Broly has. Like Broly's strength class, Android 13 strength class. So they're stronger, but their moves are slower. Stuff like that. Yeah, anyway, so I don't know. I'm loving the game. It really gives me a hit of nostalgia. Like, pumps it into my veins, like gets me going. I'm juiced. Like, I want to play the game right now. I was playing it before I got on. It makes me happy. Like, to put this in perspective, not that anyone cares, but at the dawn of YouTube, when YouTube first came out, the videos I was watching were 5-on-5 Budokai Tenkaichi fights. Like, I just loved them. Anyway, 9 out of 10. I love it. Probably 10 out of 10 for pure nostalgia. I don't know, man. I'm raining snowflakes like Young Jeezy on this bitch. Like, I love it.
The only thing that I think I've been annoyed by so far that I've seen is Jacob was going through the character list. I dislike that they were like, oh, we have like 200 characters, and then Jacob's going through the list, and it's like Goku Super Saiyan 2, Goku Super Saiyan 3, Goku Ultra Instinct, Goku Black. It's like, okay.
Yeah, but that's how the games have always been. But
I know, but like, don't come out and be like, I was expecting to see some really like
on top
cool
of that
characters.
If like, so if you pick one of the, like, say you pick Super Saiyan God Goku, he will be weaker than if you pick Goku and transform to Super Saiyan God.
Oh, that's cool.
That makes sense.
You get a buff for transforming and fight.
That makes sense. And that's cool. But like,
I just thought it was funny that the first like 3 rows were all Goku.
yeah,
Oh, yeah. I get that. Naruto's kind of the same way. Like, there are 20 Narutos and 13 Sasuke's. Like,
Yeah.
it's what big anime fighting games do. Like, you got all these forms, all the main character. And Krillin has hair in one of his outfits, like normal hair. Like, well, none of us have hair like he does. So, but short, like, just like a little buzz cut with like Snow's hair. You know, not hair now, but when he got that haircut, like, he came to ICW with the long hair, then he got that Johnny Gargano cut. It's kind of what it's like.
Thank you, Devin.
Just, what do you want from me? You want me to cease?
Nobody wants that. Cody, Jordi, you guys got games?
I do not.
Jordi's been playing Baldurs Gate because Jake's making him.
No, Jordy's been finishing crime scene cleanup.
Oh.
do love that. I do got the game though. I have started thanks to a fellow Magic player, kind of, well, definitely pro, but has moved on to other things now. But shut up. It's a mobile game called Once Upon a Galaxy.
I saw that.
I didn't know what it was, and they posted a screenshot of whatever it was that they were playing, and it looked really fun, and I wanted to play it, so I started playing it, and it's cool. So what it is it's you're going against 5 other people, but it's like asynchronous, so you don't have to, like, there's no time limit. You don't have to worry about any like rush decisions or any shit like that. But you pick like a captain, and then you, like, that captain will have a starting deck of 12 cards that you also get to choose that too. But and then you draft and try and build up these different characters, and there's bronze, silver, gold, and they all have synergies. There's like pirates, there's fae, there's I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. But it's really cool. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Pretty easy to pick up. I mean, everything just straight up tells you what it is and what it does, and why it's there. And yeah, it's fun. I would play it. It's free. It's in beta, so I mean, some of the art's just like concept drawings of it, or just other random stuff. Yeah, give it a shot. Devin took up all our time, so I'm trying to hurry.
That's all you played?
Oh, Jake's making him play again.
I've also started playing 2K.
Gross.
It's fun. Shooting feels...
Terrible?
It's weird.
I agree.
No, see, here's the thing. Everyone keeps saying, like, shooting's terrible this year. Shooting's so much harder. I think it's easier. I find it easier this year.
You gotta shoot with the stick.
No, you don't. I think
what
that's why.
shooting are you on?
What do you mean?
Like, what difficulty release thing are you on? High reward, medium reward?
Oh, just whatever
Or-
the default is.
So you're going to get into actually playing online, and you're not going to hit shit.
But I have been.
You told me yesterday you had only played a couple micro
Well, like
games in the
street
park.
ball and stuff, yeah.
Hey, when you get on the actual game online, you're not going to hit shit. you have to green 100% of the time to hit anything.
Oh, okay.
And the high reward is supposedly the easiest way to do it, but like I can't figure it out.
I don't know. I'll have to mess around with it when we actually start playing Park and shit, but I don't know. So far I like it. I mean it's 2K. It's not a ton has changed. Although I will say defense is much more fun this year. Like, yeah, I don't know. The animations don't seem to be as stuck, which I really enjoy.
I agree.
I have no opinion.
You wouldn't.
I'll get it when it
Neither
comes on
do
Game
I.
Pass.
Devin will play it next year.
I'll
Me
play
too.
it in. Yeah, I'll play it in like a
Next year.
April probably.
Comes
May.
on Game Pass, right?
Usually.
Probably when I'll play it.
All right. Well, it's time to see what the Shadow knows this week.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows.
Shadow.
We got another episode of Agatha All Along, which was a very good episode, and some people are upsetty, and they can go away.
Well, I didn't finish it, so I can't be upset about it.
Oh. You probably saw most of the important parts, at least. So we are going on another one of the trials. This one, I believe, is the Trial of Fire. Which the one character is the Fire Witch, and she is there because her mom was a famous rock star.
Hell yeah.
And so she wants to learn about what's going on with that, possibly learn how she died or why, and, figure some shit out there.
If she died.
If she died, she might not have. But so they see the house, and I don't know the character's name, but the Fire Witch immediately sees it and goes, "No, we're not going there," and turns around, and they start walking, and Agatha's like, "Yeah, you know what? I agree. Fuck this house. We ain't going there." Nah, Rhodes says otherwise because it's right in front of him again. So it's very obvious they have to do this. There is no way around it. There is nothing else that they can do. They go in, and it's a music studio.
Hold up.
They're all just,
There's something happened before that, didn't it?
did something happen before
They
that?
needed a green witch.
Oh, yeah. They did do that. Yeah. So they needed a green witch, so they had to do some witchcraft to summon the green witch. And wouldn't you know it, Aubrey Plaza just happens to be the green witch that pops up.
Such a bae. She is bae.
Love her so much. And it's funny because that's where the line from one of the trailers comes from, where someone's like, "Oh, so you're like a green witch or whatever," and she's like, "Yeah, no, more like I'm the green witch," and gets all scary with it. But then she goes all killer skipping around, just acting like a psycho. Love it. Big Aubrey Plaza fan. I have not seen anything that she has done that I have not been a part of. But yeah, so now she's part of the crew because they need her to be. And yeah, then they see they go to the house, and there's a studio. They're trying to figure out what this trial is going to be. It gets kicked off. It's a pretty cool trial. Some shit happens. I'm not going to spoil everything for everybody. But eventually they do come through the trial, and it looks like the teen ends up getting knocked out or something. And Agatha, who has not really given a shit about anybody thus far, is suddenly very concerned about whether or not Teen is alive. I say Teen because that's all they have named him so far. But so, that was a little But while he's resting, they're all sitting around the campfires, trading stories off, whatever. Agatha's watching, making sure the kid's still alive. And Agatha does come back, and they're all talking about, like, they're all their war stories or whatever. And they ask Agatha to show her scars. Agatha does show a scar, or at least talk about a scar that she has. And then Rio, which is Aubrey's character, says, I have a scar too, but it's a person. Talks about how she hurt somebody that she really deeply cared about, and that's the scar that she has to carry with her from now on. And then it has something to do with Agatha, because Agatha gets up and walks away. And then they almost, like, Aubrey Plaza Rio, she, catches up with her. They almost share a pretty fun, intimate moment. And then Rio's just like, hey, Teen's not your child. And then that's it. That's the end of that. Agatha's like, okay, fine, fuck off. And then fucks off. So it's apparently, it seems as though that is why Agatha has been sticking around and letting him stick around, because she thinks it is her lost child and wants to figure all that out. So it's good though, man. I'm excited. There's 9 episodes total, so just over Devin's threshold of being hated.
Oh, good.
Jake looks like El Chapo.
I feel like El Chapo.
El Chapo. I am the god. But yeah, I don't know. The show just keeps getting better. Now that Aubrey's in it, it's going to be so much nicer and happier.
Hell yeah, maybe I'll watch it when they come out with 6 more seasons.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
What's it like to wake up with so much hate in your heart?
Yeah, what is it like?
That's a question you have to ask yourself, Cody. You are the biggest hater I know.
Me?
Come on. Yes.
Okay.
Jake's over there laughing because he knows it's true.
Devin, you're the hater of the group.
What do I hate on? I don't even.
Literally everything.
Our animation TV length episode.
Us
TV
poor
Anything
watching.
Jacob likes.
I like
poor
Agatha.
people.
I love poor people. All my poor friends. I love them.
All right.
Especially because Snow makes $17 an hour more than me. Yeah. Anyway, I've been watching something.
All right.
Unless we're moving on, we can move on. And just
I also have
forget
been
me,
watching something.
because people like to just
Snow has
forget
movies
me
to
and
talk
kick
about.
me off their shows and
Forget
podcasts
you.
and just don't want me to work for him anymore. And
Jay didn't forget you; he just didn't book you.
Yeah, he said this guy sucks.
Yeah, he remembered you very well and said, "Please go away."
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
So I've
He
been,
said,
I
need just.
so I've been
just
continuing
Snow.
my 31 for 31.
Here we go.
I didn't. I've only made it up to 8. I haven't watched anything for my 9th day because I watched football and Agatha. So I'm sorry, I'll get caught up. I watched the 1992 Candyman, the original one.
Yeah.
I felt like it took a little bit to get going,
Mm-hmm.
but once it got going, it got good. Give that a 6. 6 out of 10.
Love setting babies on fire.
Yeah, the ending got me good. It's a good one. Thanks to one of my friends who suggested this, I watched Unfriended. Didn't know what I was getting into.
No, you did not.
Kept my attention. Solid,
Now-
honestly.
Now, did you pay attention to the timestamps
Of
like when they were doing like the messaging and shit like that?
not closely.
Okay. They are terrible. They are way off. Not only that, like there's times in the movie where the main character was like shuts off the screen call to talk shit about their friend, and she never fucking left the call. She is talking shit about her friend to her friend. Like, you can't just do that. Yeah, it was definitely like, it feels like it was put together by people who had no idea what the fuck technology was.
So basis of the story is a group of friends went to a party or something. Girl got wasted, pooped all over herself, got filmed for it or whatever, and basically was told to kill herself or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then she actually did, and apparently she comes back through the internet and starts possessing everybody, and thanks to an urban legend. So
Wild.
it's a 5 for me, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not like it's nothing you need to watch more than one time, but it is worth a one-time watch.
No way watching that again. Happy Death Day, I did watch that. It was really enjoyable, honestly. There's some corny lines in there a couple times, but very enjoyable. Gave it a 6. Watched part 2, Happy Death Day to You. I didn't. It wasn't even like really horror. It was more like a finding yourself kind of thing story. So the girl wakes up and she dies, and then she wakes up and has to do it all over again, kind of like Groundhog Day. Doesn't really tell you why she keeps waking up. The second movie kind of tells you about that, because and then other people go through the Groundhog Day situation as well, and it's just like hey, I'm kind of trying to find myself, kind of what I want in life, kind of thing, more than a slasher film. But
Yep.
I gave this 4.75 because it wasn't really horror-y, but Thanksgiving was my next one. Anybody seen that one?
Thanksgiving
Which
or
one?
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, no, I have not seen that one.
So on Black Friday, the big sales, there's this huge sale at this supermarket where the first 100 people get a free waffle maker. So the whole town's storming this grocery store place to try and get in. Cops are there, barricades, security's trying to hold them back. The group of people, the main characters, going through the back and start, goofing around, getting all the buying some of the waffle makers, and you just being kids in there, and then the crowd just starts, flooding in through the grocery store. People are dying, honestly, in the most disturbing ways. And then a year later, a guy dressed in a John Carver mask starts killing people thanks to that Black Friday massacre. I didn't think I would like it, but it's a really good movie for me. I gave it a 7.5.
Hell yeah.
Good slasher flick. And
You should.
I should what?
Oh, well, if you have another movie, go on. I'll say
I
at the
just
end.
have one more.
Okay.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2.
Was that any good?
To me,
I didn't know this already came out.
I really enjoyed the first one, and I really enjoyed the second one.
Okay.
Because it kind of tells you the backstory of how Pooh and the rest of the characters became who they are. So that was cool. It's a 7 for me. I really enjoyed this series. I can't wait for the Poohniverse. So
I was gonna say they're continuing it, isn't they? Aren't they?
Poohniverse is crazy.
Love Pooh.
It has a ton of good kills in it. Very creative.
Any as good as the head and the tire from the first one?
Well, I'll give you one. This lady is crawling away because she stepped in a bear trap. So Pooh just starts breaking every single limb on her body.
Oh.
like just stepping on it, you know. And then he puts her head into the bear trap and closes it. That was a good one.
Hell yeah.
Love a good slasher flick.
How'd you feel about the blender from Unfriended?
Didn't expect that.
It was certainly something.
The ending was like kind of like
As the movie went on, it just got worse.
yeah, but
It is what
I'll
it
take
is.
more suggestions too if you guys want to give me.
You should, yeah, for sure. You should watch Host from 2020.
I heard that was a movie.
Trick or Treat, if you have not seen that.
I'm gonna give you a terrible one. You should watch The Toll. I think it's also from 2020.
Okay.
I don't think it's a horror film, but there is a movie called Midnight Meat Train.
You should watch the Christmas horror movie with Goldberg.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should.
It's a horror movie, but it takes place on Christmas. I can't remember what it's called.
Was that recent?
I honestly don't remember. I have it behind me somewhere, but I'd have to sift through those DVDs.
Okay. That's my update. And I made it to Fishman Island in One Piece.
Love Garp.
Devin, you want to go next? You want me to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
Mine's gonna be quick because I only watched one episode. But I was chilling on the couch one night. I was thinking, man, I can't watch Agatha because Brittany's not here, so I'll get in trouble for that. So I threw on the Dump Matsumoto, what I thought was a documentary. It's a television show, like straight up. And
Is it that Uzumaki show?
No, that's a Junji Ito manga Adult Swim show.
Oh,
it's called The Queen of Villains on Netflix. It's about Dump Matsumoto's life and career. Episode 1 was great. Like, she's Japan's biggest villainess, as it were. But then, like, it shows her upbringing real quick in the first episode. She's just like a sweet little girl who like just loves pro wrestling, which is like all of us, right? And then one day she just like she snaps and she's like, all right, like I'm gonna go be a pro wrestler. Like I'm quitting this job. I don't want to do it. My dad's abusive. I'm gonna throw him out a window and like I'm just gonna go all in. That's kind of the first episode, really. Like not a lot happens in the first episode, but a lot does happen. Takes place like late 70s, early 80s, at least the beginning of her childhood. And I know that because Jackie Sato and I forget the other wrestler's name, but they had a retirement match in 70. Jackie Sato won, and then they held tryouts for All Japan Women's Wrestling, and she made the cut. Although if you watch like her tryout in the show, like she would not have made the cut. But she's just like as is with like all anime, the main character will not give up, and she does not give up, and she goes about her business. Like she gets better and better and better. And at the very end, they're having practice matches, right? And not once do they tell you like wrestling's a work. Okay. Like they're making it seem like, no, you got to go out there and like fight. So they're having a practice match, and Dump Matsumoto and I forget who the other person is, but they're like, all right, you guys have a practice match. And they lock up, right? They tie up. And the one who's not Dump Matsumoto says like, you have to give it your all. You never know what you can do until you do it, etc. Stuff like that. And then she just starts beating the shit out of her. And Dump Matsumoto's not fighting back until she gets a bloody nose. And she snaps and she's like, I'm gonna kill you. And then she just goes in, and that's pretty much the end of the episode. I do want to say though, they were wearing some one of the girls in the first episode was wearing an IU Hoosiers shirt. So we just got to throw that out there. That was great. I'll go back. You can watch, but I prefer to watch things as they were originally made. So I'm watching the Japanese.
Oh, you're not gonna.
It's fun.
Alexa Bliss did a voiceover in it.
I saw that. I did see that though. I'm pretty sure it was just for that retirement match at the beginning though, because I haven't seen that girl since.
Okay.
Fun show. I recommend it. You know, if you got some time to kill and you like subtitles.
Well, I'm out.
All right, bye.
Don't like subtitles. Can't read and watch.
Ah, well,
You
personal
could.
problem. All of us could.
I do.
Nah,
I grew up on it.
sounds fake.
Watch a lot of anime to this day.
Speaking of anime,
Knew a girl, Anime Fletcher.
no, Devin wouldn't consider this anime, but I started watching, or season 3 of the Legend of Vox Machina came out.
Because it's not anime, but go off, King.
People in Japan call it anime, so I will too.
That's because that just means cartoon over there.
It's fine. If they consider it anime, I do. Anyways.
I go so far as to say they consider it cartoon.
Anyways. You're trying to tell me they don't know the difference between an anime and a cartoon?
Got him.
No, I'm not trying to say that.
Okay, then they could differentiate between calling it an anime and a cartoon.
They could, but all they say is anime over there. We say anime and cartoon. Because their anime is just like normal TV. We have to go out of our way for it. So it is anime.
Do we?
Yes.
The most popular animes were all on regular TV.
Eventually, yeah. But I'm talking
As
about like
cartoons.
everything.
I don't know. That's like saying you got to go out of the way to play Final Fantasy. Yeah, it may have not
You do.
originated in America, but it's here.
Right. But okay. So if you wanted to watch, well, hold on. You know, just hold on.
Just because it's not popular enough to make it on TV, don't mean it's...
Yes, that is
Okay.
what I'm getting at.
Okay, then Dragon Ball Z is just a cartoon.
That literally goes against what you just said. Like, no, that does not.
I'm using your logic because it's on a cartoon channel.
And it is on a cartoon channel. Sure.
So it's just cartoons.
Anime over here is a style. Anime in Japan just means cartoon.
So where it originated at.
The word. We're no
The
longer
style.
talking about the word. We're talking about as a whole.
I'm gonna go with what Japan says. They're smart.
So Legends of Vox Machina season 3.
Yeah, Cody.
But that's how good it is. He can't even talk about it.
It is so good. Have you finished caught up yet?
No, I haven't yet.
All right, I don't feel bad.
You
You've
know-
had time and you have Prime again. So,
He doesn't care. It's not real to men.
Jordi, you've caught up
Yeah, there's only 3 episodes out, right?
as of today. Yes, sir.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Next 3 come out tomorrow. You're gonna have to help me because it all blends together for me. Episode 1, they have their meeting with Raishan.
Yeah, what a way to start.
Which was fun. Pike is much more prevalent in the cartoon than in
Which
the
makes
anime.
me so fucking happy.
In the what?
In the anime.
The anime.
When she was in the show, because during this, so for those of you that didn't watch it, the campaign, Pike Ashley Johnson was filming Blindside at the time, so she couldn't be on the show as much
Yeah.
because they're in Los Angeles Blind Spot.
Might be Blind Spot. Yeah, I think it is Blind Spot.
Yeah, Blind Spot.
Blindside with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, different things. She was not filming that one.
Nah.
Um,
She was the detective.
yeah. So she wasn't in the campaign as much because they're filming in New York, so she couldn't be in 2 places at once, but she was there when she could be there. But Pike's more prevalent, which is great because Pike's fucking awesome. Love Pike.
Pike and Grog are some of the best.
Yeah, for sure. So they have these vestiges of divergence, which you guys saw, which everybody saw them getting last season. Fenthras and the Ward and Myth Carver, I think are the 3 that they have, and the Titan Stone Knuckles.
Yep.
And Raishan comes in and she's all like, "Hey, bitch, we gonna have to work together." And Keyleth's like, But everybody else is like, kind of do actually. So that pisses Keyleth off, and then she's like, "Hey, go get this other go get this other vestige of divergence. It's in Marquette. So they go to Marquette. They try to get the vestige, but they see one of Percy's old rivals there with a gun, and she's out there shooting people. Percy gets kidnapped. They all Dramont thinks it's Vox Machina that killed all these guards, right? And Percy's all like, it was me. And then Scanlan comes in after ruining things with his daughter, and is all like, this is what really happened. Mythcarver showed Dramont Sword the truth. And then they were like, yeah, you can have the chest plate, you can have the vestige of divergence, but it's in hell. So that happened.
Which is a decent change from the original story.
Mm-hmm. Originally, so in the original story, they went to hell because Vax killed a Rakshasa. And the Rakshasa, it's a demon in D&D that the person that kills it, they are bound to that person until the death of that person. They just keep coming back from death and start hunting them until they die.
So the contract is done.
Yeah, so they had to go to hell, kill the Rakshasa. Now they're going to hell to get the Dawn Blade, or the Plate of the Dawn Martyr, or some shit like that, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And then Vax breaks up with Keyleth. And it's all like, no sex for you, no sexy time for you. They go to Draconia. Before that, Vex and Percy have some sexy time.
Yeah, they do.
She answers the door all naked, like. Percy's like, hey, would you like to chat? And she's like, yeah, before or after. And then really good scene of it kept switching back between Vex and Percy having sex, and Keyleth and Vax. God, their names are fucking confusing. Like calling things off, and then him getting kicked out of the room. It was really good. It was a really good scene. And then so Vax sits outside Keyleth's door all night, and Percy goes to walk out of Vexalia's door, and they have this meeting, this classic anime meeting, where they just stare at each other for like literally 30 seconds. And they start walking, they're like, Draconia! And then they leave for Draconia. So they go to hell, and they're in Draconia, they open the portal. Turns out Allura and Kima have a friend in Draconia that helped them out, but then when they open the door, the friend turns their back and is all like, motherfucker, we're about to kill you. And then Voragol comes and attacks them.
Oh, Voragol.
So Voragol is fighting Kima, Allura, Vex, and Percival, while Grog, Pike, Scanlan, Vax, and Keyleth are in hell. And that's where season 4 is gonna start.
I do want to say I like how what was her name, Dola, the one that betrayed them.
Mm-hmm.
I like how she started getting sassy with Voragol, and he was like, "Nah, we're not gonna do this," and just ate her.
Yep. Yep.
It was such a satisfying kill.
I got the next 3 episodes, the names of the next 3 episodes up. Episode 4 is called Hell to Pay. Episode 5 is called The Frigid Wastes. And episode 6 is called The Coming Storm. I think I don't know what, obviously episode 4 is going to be the hell stuff. They're going to meet Xerxes, all that, going to get the Plate of the Dawn Mother. Don't know what they're going to do in episode 5. I think episode 6 is going to be the Fort Daxio episode. And if that happens, we better get feeble-minded Allura. Because that was great.
Yeah.
Move on and talk some wrestling.
Great. what I'm excommunicated from.
AEW came on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday.
The ratings were
I also
asshole.
came on a Tuesday. Huh?
The ratings were asshole.
So we don't know what happened, what that means. But did you watch the AEW on Tuesday?
I did watch AEW on Tuesday.
All right, tell us about it.
It was a good show. It was a good show. So originally the show was planned for the match that was planned was Willow versus Britt. However, Britt got sick, so changed the match from Britt versus Willow to Willow versus Nyla versus Soraya versus somebody else. Former world champion Jamie Hayter.
Wow, how can you forget?
I didn't. I remembered. Winner of that match gets to wrestle Mariah May at Wrestle Dream.
Oh yeah.
Willow won.
Okay.
Willow cut a really good promo afterwards. It was hilarious, really. So Mariah's backstage talking her shit with Renee, as she does. And Willow just out of nowhere just jumps in the frame and pounces her. Mariah fucking just disappears. And then Willow cut a decent promo, I'm gonna be a champion, blah blah blah. We had, let me look up the card. Title Tuesday.
Uter and Brian against
Yep, Uter and Brian. That's the
Pac
main
and
event.
Cesaro.
Talk about that last, Devin. Talk about that last.
Sorry.
We had So Moxley opened the program with strong words for the AEW champion, talking shit. Darby Allin called out Brody King and then punched him in the face with a rock. Jake the Snake Roberts traded Lance Archer for somebody to Don Callis.
Traded
like a sports team. Daniel Garcia had a promo. Said, "I'm not going anywhere. Staying right here. I'm the best pro wrestler in the world. I'm gonna stay where the best pro wrestlers wrestle."
Made a mistake.
And then we had Commander with Alex Abrahantes versus Hologram.
Love Olsen.
Good match. Good match. They did a fucking springboard powerbomb.
Springboarded?
So Hologram was in the air, Commander jumped for like a Hurricane Rana in midair, and then he powerbombed him.
Sounds like a painful bump.
Yeah, sounds like a painful bump. Then the 4-way match. And then the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. Talk some shit.
He's still around.
He's having a hell of a run.
Sure is.
Hell of a run.
Jay White beat up some dude named Cody Chun.
A little racist, but all right.
Hook called out Taz's attackers. Then Christian came out and said, "Feel bad for you, kid. You lost your dad the same way I lost Killswitch."
That's crazy because Killswitch is like dying.
I know. I'm aware. And then double title match. TBS and New Japan Strong Champion Mercedes Moné versus Emi Sakura. Mercedes Moné won, of course.
Of course.
Tony Schiavone had an interview with William Ospreay.
Oh,
and
let's
then
go Ski-a-bone.
Don Callis comes out, and Ospreay's like, "Did you tell Takeshi to attack me?" And Callis was like, "I think you're asking the wrong question here." And then Will Ospreay was just like, "Yes or no? Yes or no, Don? Easy answer, Don. Just yes or no, Don." And then finally Don was like, "Yes!" So then he smacked Callis. And then... No, Callis slapped Ospreay. And then Takeshita came out. And then Kyle Fletcher came out. And Kyle Fletcher was all like, "Come on, man. Don't do this, man." And Takeshita was like, "I'm going to do it anyways because I'm going to fucking go to this shit." Gave Will a crazy German.
German.
And then Danielson and Huter versus Pac and Claudio. Good match. Good match. like that Claudio wasn't attacking Yuta for like half the match because he was trying to get Yuta to turn on Brian, and Brian was like, "Nah," or not Brian. Yuta was like, "Nah." Then so Yuta and Brian win. Then immediately, or right before that, Moxley came out. Immediately after the match was over, Bryan Danielson did a suicide dive to Jon Moxley and started fighting him to the back, which led to Yuta getting beat up by Pac and Claudio. Claudio finally starts attacking him, hitting him with a fucking hammer to the gut.
Yeah, hammer.
And then Brian eventually comes back out and fights him off, and Yuta and Brian stand tall.
Nice.
All right.
Thought Marina Shafir was Jeff Hardy.
We know there was a better show on that night. NXT.
Was there?
From St. Louis. Oh, you didn't watch that. Of course you didn't. We have a new North American champion.
We sure do.
Tony D'Angelo beat Obafemi.
Power bombed him.
I would say that's a big upset.
I'd say that's a big upset too.
We had
Oba must be going up.
had to. Surprising, Triple H. We had Julia and Stephanie Vacour beat up on Cora Jade and Roxanne. And then we had Randy Orton and what's his name?
Javon.
Yes, in a match. Messed up the RKO spot, but Randy was like, "It's all right, brother. We'll get him next time."
I appreciate that from Randy because, 10 years ago, Randy would not have done that.
He's a different guy.
He is. I love the growth that Randy's had. Turn all timer, really.
Well, yeah. Come on.
There's another thing that happened. WWE Bad Blood. We picked this 5 matches. It was a decent show, I would say.
First and the last match were pretty good.
Hey man, we're gonna get into it. We had Damian Priest take on Finn Balor. One person got this right, and that was Big Brain Cody. Because Damian Priest won.
I need to stop picking Finn because this motherfucker just doesn't win matches.
You know what's
he
crazy?
hasn't won a match since he won the world championship.
No, what's crazy to me is Finn. Damian Priest and Rhea, Rhea lost at Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, sure, but they just keep winning against the Judgment Day.
They do.
What is the point of the Judgment Day? Turning on them, and
if they're just better than the Judgment Day,
and keeping the name and all of that, and them to win nothing. So Brittany was like, "Who do you think's going to win these matches?" And I was like, "The Judgment Day they have to win. They have to win, or what is the point?" And to be fair, I think Liv was supposed to win. Just keep it at that.
Yes.
Well, I gave this match a 6. So,
man, rating it pretty high. You are a WWE guy, though.
All right, WWE Women's Championship, Nia Jax defending against Bayley.
This is Jake's match right here.
We all got this right because Nia won.
That's gonna put me to sleep.
It was a match.
Feel bad for Bayley.
Tiffany came out at the end. We thought.
We did thought.
Yeah, we all got this right. Nia won.
Not I'm like the Undertaker.
I gave this match a 4.
Being generous.
I was
very generous.
You don't like Lucha Nia?
Yeah, her power bomb, her fucking perking around was real good.
Her power bomb.
The Women's World Championship. Dom was in a shark cage, so he could not get involved. Liv Morgan defending it against Rhea Ripley.
He trusted the fuck out of that chain.
He did. False
Saw
spot.
the clip of it and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, and then Rhea started beating him with a kendo stick.
Yeah, like a pinata.
I wasn't gonna say it, but all right.
That's what Triple H said.
Well,
He's afraid of pinatas now.
of course, Triple H would say that.
And then Raquel came out.
Yeah. So Rhea
Who came out?
lost.
Ah,
Apparently,
Technically.
yeah, that whole finish got messed up. It
did
looked
they
like,
counted it as a Rhea loss
yeah.
and not a live, not a Rhea by DQ? Good. Give me the dub.
So Cody, you got this wrong. Sorry.
Technically.
Can't win them all, buddy.
I-
You did good, kid.
This whole match was just, I don't know. I gave this a
This
5.5.
This is my least favorite Liv and Rhea match.
Do you think it's going on too long?
Yes.
I do. I mean, I just don't care. I didn't care for Raquel coming back.
No, not at all.
Neither did
Like,
anybody else because she got,
I knew, like, I think we knew it was going to be a fishy finish, but like,
especially with
I-
the cage and Dom in there, you know.
yeah, and fish.
Yeah, Raquel came out to
A chorus of
crickets.
Her boyfriend broke his leg a couple weeks ago. They have to make some money.
I don't know where they're going with this, but
Hopefully
Nowhere.
to hell.
oh my god.
now that we got those out of the way,
Dang.
we had the Hell in a Cell match between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Good shit.
Yeah. Second best Hell in a Cell match ever.
What's the first?
Triple H and Undertaker.
At Mania.
Yep.
Really?
He's being biased.
Over the Fiend and
maybe.
Seth Rollins?
Oh, shut up.
You're silly.
CM Punk did win. We all got this right. You know, I gave this one an 8.5.
Drew got some color.
He
Yeah,
took
it's
a
up there.
bump.
He sure did.
Yeah, I was watching that with Brittany, like audibly gasped.
There was a fan that posted their view of it, and boy, it looked worse. Oof.
The step
Yeah.
bump.
Know that her no
It's not a
he,
step bump, it's the bump that stepped up.
he had to have been supposed to take that flat back on the steps. Like I
Yeah.
have to think. But he just miscalculated and
He got
broke
he,
everything he had.
he got some good color too.
He sure did.
Brother was juiced.
Had 16 staples, I think it said.
Wow.
What's the corner of the toolbox caught him?
Yes,
Ryback on Twitter said, I never did this to anybody.
sure.
Yeah. Then a whole bunch of people quote tweeted him throwing CM Punk to just on the concrete.
Yeah. They did that, and then they quote tweeted him and showed him the picture of when everybody told him to retire.
Well, can't win them all.
So according to statistics, this would be my match of the year so far. So,
Oh my.
and then we had the main event: Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns taking on Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. The Bloodline did
Good.
not win. Sorry, Cody and Jake.
It's all right. Can't win them all.
We had a big return.
Did have a big
Jimmy.
return.
Let's go, Jim. Jim was having a good time too.
That
Roman?
hug just made me more excited for Jimmy and Jay's reunion.
I think we also had another return. The Rock.
Oh shit, I forgot about him.
Forgot.
Did you guys watch his Instagram promo after the show?
Of course not.
Talking about
The final boss?
where he was talking about Dusty and Stone Cold.
Yeah. Said, love you, Stone Cold. Love you, Dusty. Hate your son.
You go eat some Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah.
Oh, I did see that.
And
He
then
kept calling himself. He called himself the final boss about 300 times in a 2-minute video.
some good gin. So there was another thing that happened that didn't get recorded officially.
Mhm.
Kevin Owens beat up Cody Rhodes. Street style.
Street style.
He was wearing a Guns N' Roses shirt.
What does that have to do with anything?
It's a picture on my Instagram or my Twitter of them talking right before on my screen right now. So
we'll see what that has to entail. Don't know. Kevin's probably mad that Cody was with Roman or something. I don't know. But the standings, Cody, Jake, you went 3-2, and everybody else went 4-1. So
Yeah, boys.
not too shabby. A little bit movement here. Cody, third place, 52 and 29.
Oh my God, that's the highest he's ever been.
Fourth place. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, sorry.
Tied for third. Myself and Jordi, 61 and 19. Second place. El Chapo, 62 and 18. And Devin, of course, sitting up top, 63 and 17. So,
Gonna be our first 3-time winner.
of course, who
makes sense.
can stop you? 'Cause you're the best.
I can't work. I can't get any work anywhere, but I can pick them.
You're working on Saturday.
On Wednesday, I do work now. I work on Wednesdays.
You're working Saturday, brother. I'll make you do all the work.
Oh, all right.
So you can actually
Hope you're driving home.
all right. It's time for Jordi to tell us what we got wrong throughout the whole
We're not
episode.
going to pick Wrestle Dream
Jordy's Power
When
Hour.
is that?
this Saturday.
Who fucking knows, man?
I didn't know about it. Apparently not.
All right.
Guess not. All right, guys. For the record, in college football, the Leathernecks, Devin, they belong to the Western Illinois University.
Hell yeah.
University.
The-
Also, Vanderbilt University is a medical school from Tennessee that beat the University of Alabama for the first time since 1984.
Yeah, hospital school.
In DBZ Super, Frost is a combatant from Universe 6. No relation to Frieza.
Wow, you were wrong.
Also in DBZ, Vegeta's little brother, Tarble.
Arble. I was so close.
I knew who you were talking about earlier, I just didn't know his name.
Didn't you say tomato?
I did.
Okay. Cody, Midnight Meat Train is a movie.
Is it? Okay, I couldn't remember if it was or not.
It's a horror mystery.
Okay.
I thought it was
Sounds
something
like our
else.
kind of
Listen,
movie.
no, from what I heard, it's actually a pretty decent movie.
And lastly, Jacob. The last time Finn Balor won a match in a singles match, June 3rd, against Dragon Lee.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
That is pretty wild. For somebody
Oh,
to
God.
have that kind of talent and to just lose.
He is a world
He doesn't
champion.
do any moves.
He's a world champion.
He sure is.
He's a high flyer.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
All right. Well,
I'm gonna start calling my Larry at the BBC.
the who?
What?
The BBC.
What's it stand
That's what I
for?
thought.
The big bad clothesline.
Yeah, buddy. You know what? Go for it.
All
Maybe
right.
Jay will bring you back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's take it home because Devin's got to go work. Go follow us on Twitter at TOPTERTA, where we post updates to the podcast. You know, links to where you can go watch our little episodes. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/@TOPTERTA, where we post the video episodes. Go subscribe there. Devin's looking for work as he's probably out of another job.
Man, we're done.
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's according to him because he never lies. And we're on Spotify.
I just got fired from the podcast.
Look at that, another lie. We're on Spotify. Go listen to us, watch us there. Follow, rate, subscribe. Rate us 5 stars, whatever you do over there. And TikTok, Twitter. That's where I'm at. The Beast Snow.
And as always, you can find me on Twitter at wise_talk_.
Gingerbeard Man on the Twitters.
Find me on Twitter at _I'm just Jake.
Find me on Twitter at SexyDevyB. Find me on TikTok at DevyB.
TikTok
5.
superstar.
I had one viral video, and then now I'm doing like 200 views a video.
Double what I
haven't
get.
eaten in a long time. I'll eat a Krabby Patty and post it. The fate of Radagast is unknown. After telling Gandalf to go to Isengard, he disappears from history. Gandalf even states he goes to Radagast's house and finds him missing. Rest in peace, Brown Wizard.
Wow.
Wow.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan!
So from all of us at TOPTERTA, choking on a nut. You know what? Hey, y'all need to ride out that hurricane. All right, come back to us alive and safe. All right.
Yes.
Be safe. All right. I bid you guys good morning, good afternoon, good night. Goodbye.
Why?
See you on the other side. I saved some Wingstop Ranch for you.
Who are you talking to?
You? Who else would I be talking to?
Saving it for what?
Just to give you some.
Just to have a little drinky drink.
I bought 3 extras for you to have.
Why? Why? Do you feel sorry for
stay
me because I'm
hydrated.
poor?
Yeah.
No, because they're so good and you love Wingstop.
I do.
And
It's a shame
I'm
I
a
can't
good-
ever afford it ever again.
I'm a